Blessings! Thank you for all who have liked, shared, subscribed, and have asked me to do readings for you. It is my passion as well as my life path to do these readings. And thanks for asking me to do 2016 because I'm doing these before December of 2015. And yeah, you see the light moving, and that was my computer. I have my computer open in front of me, and I've just done the 2016s, and I did them using my tarot. I did an intuitive reading, and now I'm going to go back and give a little bit more of the planetary aspects, because 2016 is going to be a very challenging year. Okay, it's going to be a very challenging year for all of us. Okay, because we have some big heavy-duty planetary that's going on. Okay, we have our retrogrades. You know, our retrogrades are going back over and you know, forcing us to redo, you know, to revisit. And we have the usual Mercury retrogrades in January, May, and December, and electrical mechanical communication breakdown that is, you know, to be aware of in the months of okay, now Mercury in January, it will go retrograde on the 6th and go direct on the 26th. So that's pretty much the whole month of January. And then April 29th, it will go retrograde until May the 23rd. So pretty much the whole month of May and a little bit of April will be retrograde. And then in December, it will go retrograde on the 19th. So, electrical, mechanical, communication breakdowns, beware of January, May, and December. Then you have Mars going retrograde. Mars goes retrograde in April, and that will be in Sagittarius. Okay, and it will go direct in June in Scorpio. So Mars, that fun-loving, okay, well, Mars, you know, is war, aggression in Sagittarius is fun-loving, but then when it's going into Scorpio, that's that deep, dark, secretive, and Mars retrograde is known for assassinations and destruction. Okay, more Mars, you know, the war, anger, aggression. All right, and is it going to come in, you know, in from behind? You know, is when you're talking about assassinations, is it going to be from the front? You know, Sagittarius, I would say so, more straightforward, and Scorpio, I would say more behind the scenes. Okay, so that's April until June. April 18th until June the 30th, that is Mars. And then we have Jupiter going retrograde, and Jupiter is going retrograde January 8th until May the 10th, and that's in Virgo. And Jupiter retrograde lends to obsessive mental illness. And we know how Virgo is the organized, analytical. So please do not drive yourself crazy with that Virgo retrograde, okay? Genius hinges on insanity only when you're not true to yourself. So if you're getting brilliant flashes of inspiration, write them down and analyze them at another time. Okay? Don't obsess over them at this point. Just write the information down, and afterwards you can see it a little bit clearer. Okay, so January to May, Jupiter is retrograde. Then we have Saturn. Saturn is retrograde from March the 25th, and that is also in Sagittarius, and it's going to go direct on August the 13th, again at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. So I'm just looking here to see how close the degrees are with Mars and Saturn. You know, meaning that they are both going retrograde, and there is going to be a point in there that I'm seeing where they, well, that's 8. No, no, sorry. Good, good. There's not as much chaos and destruction as I was thinking. Great thing. Okay. So, where were we? That was that Saturn, that was the teacher. And that is associated with loss, depression, and pain. So, Saturn, that teacher in Sagittarius from March until August. Okay, don't be having too much fun. You go out and you have too much fun. Saturn is definitely going to be teaching you a lesson. Okay, wherever it falls in your house, I say everybody should have a treasure map to your soul, and that is your astrological birth chart. So when you know your chart, you know yourself. When you know where the planets are transiting, you know where they're hitting you, in what house they're hitting you. Like Saturn is going to be hitting me in my 9th house. You know, my long distance travel, my higher learning, my spiritual quests. Yeah, I'm going to continue learning the occult arts because learning them makes so much more sense in my life. Okay, Uranus. Uranus is going to be going retrograde September the 1st, 24 degrees of Aries, and it will go direct on December the 29th at 20 degrees of Aries. Now, when Uranus is retrograde, that's more the individual, the nonconformist. It's like, no, I'm going to be me. I don't care how painful it is. I'm going to be me. I'm going to use my inspiration to enlighten others also. Okay, so depending on how tight you hold on to your mindset, all right, if it's like your way or the highway, yeah, you might have a problem with that. You know, you want to blend in there a little bit. You don't want to be just, um, well, it's in Aries, so sometimes Aries can be a little bit, I can't say bullheaded. Can't say bullheaded because Aries, it's like, oh, oh, start out the block and bam, bam. You know, it's Aries that ram. Bam, bam, bam. How many times do you ram yourself into that brick wall? So, yeah, don't ram yourself into that brick wall too many times. Maybe you can find a way to go around that wall instead of ramming it all the time. All right. So then we have Neptune, and Neptune is retrograde June, and that will be June the 14th until November the 20th. And during the Neptune retrograde, the truth is revealed. So I'm feeling at the end of the year that it's going to be much better. That even though there is going to be mass upheaval, okay, migrations of people, the earth changes increasing, all right, I do see that out of tragedy people come together in love. And I do see at the end of the year it's going to be a whole lot better. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be revealed. Now, Pluto is retrograde from April until September, April 18th until September the 28th, and that is in Capricorn. And that's, dealing with our inner fears. Is everything going to turn out? Now, Pluto and Capricorn, Pluto is that death, that transformation. And Capricorn is government. A lot of us are concerned about our government. Oh, now what was I just saying about September? Yeah, retrograde, going back over it, and it's going to be right before our elections. in the United States. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be revealed. A lot of things that are going to be revealed. So the important thing is to keep your faith this year coming. Even though there's going to be challenges, there's going to be challenges with everyone. Okay? Some, you know, this is gonna, 2016 is going to weed the men from the boys. All right? It's going to separate the women from the girls, the doers from the not doers, okay, the liars from the truthful people, all right. There's going to be a separation and divide, and many things are going to be exposed. So keep your high moral grounds, okay. You know, why play their game when you remember that threefold law? One finger pointed out, three folded back in judgment. Okay? What's your reward? Okay? Are you getting those blessings because you have been, you know, let me help you. Let me help you. Or are you in judgment of? If you've been in judgment of, this year's going to be the bitch slap year. Okay? So, I thank you all. If any of you would like a personal reading, I would most love to do it. What I do is look at your birth chart and I go over it. And then I go over the transits where they are right now. And I record it and upload it to YouTube. So only you can go back and look at it. And every time you will look at it, you will hear more and more. I like to record. I like to put it, and then you can go back and listen. Because when I counsel, you can't remember everything I say. So I like to record so you can go back and listen to it 3 months later, you know, 6 months later, a year, you know, we will always hear more. And you will hear what you're supposed to. Remember, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So, bless you 2016, and they're coming. Woohoo! Hello, Leo. This is your divinatory reading for 2016. I'm going to be doing it with just my cards, and I can tell you now that there are some big planetary aspects, big time, that's going in 2016. And from what I'm hearing and seeing, it is going to be a transformation for many of you, okay, many of us. Excuse me, I have to keep myself in that also, okay? I have a Leo moon, so, yeah, I say listen to your ascendant sun and moon sign, so you will get an idea. The moon is more emotional, your sun sign is general, and the ascendant is more specific. But since I'm doing it as just 1 month at a time, it's yeah. Okay, so Leo, I surround us with the divine white light. What comes through me is not of me, and we just have a good time. On the bottom of it, the Queen of Wands. Alright, beneath you, what you have to work with. Leo, you have been roaring for a while now, and it is beneath you. Keep it up. Keep it up. You are doing a great job roaring. And you have the Six of Pentacles, the material success coming up for you in January. Okay? Now, just because you might get that big windfall, alright, The Eight of Pentacles, the prudence. It doesn't mean to go out and blow it. It means to hold it up, to stockpile it a little bit. Now, you have the Nine of Cups, the material happiness. So, in the month of January, all right, here we go. Can you see all those goodies there? In the month of January, it looks like good things are coming to you. All right. So, don't blow it all in one place, please. Okay, Leo. I mean, be good to you, but there's that but. Be good to you. Just don't eat too much cake or you'll get that big butt. Alrighty, so in the month of February, how are you going to be doing in February? You have the Five of Wands. What's not working? What's that hold up? And then you also have that Eight of Pentacles coming back around. The prudence. What was I saying about that windfall in January? You know, hold up on it. You have the Seven of Wands. Okay, the work, the valor. All right. So what's working? You know, it's working it. It's working it in. There we go. It's working it in February. All right, but just don't be blowing all that cash, okay? What's working? Where's the energy that is being put out? All right, wealth isn't monetary, you know, just because Pentacles says, you know, or represents money, it's also energy. So you might have a burst of energy in January and I feel really, really good and go out and run around the block and then break your leg and you can't do it in February. All right. So, you know, when you do and you just get so tired and you trip and fall. All right. So when you have excess, don't blow it all. All right. Save it. Save it. Hold it for that rainy day because that rainy day is going to come. All right. So in March, you have the Six of Pentacles, the material success. So in March, it looks like things might be turning around financially for you. Four of Pentacles. I mean, there's two Pentacles. There's some money card. And then, yeah, you know, 3 times in a row, it's saying, yeah, you got it, but hold on to it. Okay? All right? First 3 months, it's saying, all right, yeah, I'm getting bank. But it doesn't mean, you know, you're getting bank, so you go out and buy a brand new car and you don't pay rent, and then next thing you know, there's no more bank, and you're banking in the car instead of your house. All right? I hope that you understand that a little bit better. But, you know, if you got it, don't go out and blow it. All right? Hold on to it a little. And that is energy, you know, putting energy out on people. It's you know, there are a lot of psychic vampires out there, and they will drain your energy quicker than anything. Okay, coming up, people are going to be searching. People are going to be looking. And if you look like you've got a whole big basket of, all right, yeah, they good chance that they're coming back on you. Now, let's see. I knew it was going to happen. And I even started to put my argon, my gold flake with copper coil that was given to me when I had produced a TV show by one of my guests. And let me see, Debbie Spratt. I know that's on Vimeo. I don't quite remember if I have it up on, yeah, I think it's on YouTube too. So, Deborah Spratt. Donna Spratt. I think it's Donna. Yeah. But that was really interesting. Anyhow, what I was saying, it was like, oh, dang, did I just do Marches or did I do April? I'm pretty sure I just did Marches and I moved the thing onto April's. So, April. April 2016 for Leo. King of Cups. Happy, happy. The Devil. And it seems like it's like this and then the Sun. And this is the way that it is going. Okay? You're not alone. Here, I'll put it over there. Alright, there you go. Alright, you see that? Alright. It's like, yay, it's going good. But everything is saying with moderation. Okay? So everything is saying, with moderation. Don't go out and do not go out and overextend yourself, whether it's financially or whether it is emotionally. All right, because things are changing for everybody. All right, it's not just you. I mean, or Leo, you're the fifth one. You're the fifth house. You are the fifth sign. Aries starts it off, so you are the fifth. That is confirming what astrologically is it's saying, that it's going to be a challenge in 2016. So, in the fifth month of May, we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Wealth card. You have the High Priestess. Okay, what are you creating? What are you creating coming up in May? You have the King of Swords. All right, so of all of them that have come up so far, May, it looks like you might be getting a breather. Okay, and we are talking about, sorry, I didn't put those cards up there for you. Alrighty. So when you look at those power cards right there, alright, it looks like May, things are going to be better than they have been the whole year. Alright, because May, it looks, oh yeah, it looks like the energy has loosened up a little bit for you. So, I still won't go out and blow it all. No, because things are changing. Things is changing. People are changing. So now we're going into June. What's up in June? Okay, Prince of Swords. Is that communications? Is that travel? It's the Hangman. So, we're going back and we're going to do it again. There's the strife. Alright? So, when you are looking at it, coming up in June, okay, what's your part in it? Alright? What do you need to do? What do you need to communicate? What is not working? Definitely in June, you've got to reevaluate your part in, life in general. You want to get ahead. Remember, don't go out and blow it. You blow your wad, you're going to know about it. Okay? So, hold on to your mojo. Don't give away all your mojo. because, you know, there's going to be some people who are seeking what you have. And if you give it away, if you give all away of what you have, well, then, you know, there again, you know, you're going to know it. So, coming up in July, in the 7th month, Prince of Swords. You have the 8 of Swords. And then you have the 4 of Wands, the perfected work. Alrighty. So, in the month of July, what is the communications that you do in order to do good, to be good? Is there someone who lives far from you who you need to go and make a visit to? Is there someone who is far away from you who is coming to visit you? All right. Now that is, as I said, in July. Are you traveling? Are you traveling? Is somebody traveling to see you? July would be the month out of all of them that I'm seeing so far that it's saying, yeah, let's go do that. So now we are coming to August. And let's see what we have for August. And we have the Hermit. We were just talking about taking a trip in July. Blended pleasure. Are you also going to be taking a trip in August? Justice. It's like, ooh, things are changing, but again, it's like, Leo, you need to really consider yourself lucky because of the planetary happenings that's going on. Oops, sorry. Of the planetary happenings that's going on, you seem to be having a lighter load than many of those prior to you. Okay, so big time, count your blessings. You know, this is a year of gratitude, the attitude of gratitude. So if you're not grateful, yeah, be very grateful for what you have, and do not yearn for what you don't have. For what you don't have probably won't make you happy anyhow. Okay? So, let's see. September, the universe. What is it in the universe that you want to create new beginnings with? Alright, what's coming in September? There is a change. There is a transformation. There is a new beginning coming in September. What is that new beginning that you have wanted? What is it in the universe that you have wanted? There is change and transformation that is coming up, and I'm seeing that more so in September. Could you be taking a trip earlier in the year and then decide to make that move in September? Okay, now in October 2016 for Leo, we have the Princess of Swords. We also have the 4 of Pentacles. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So, for those of you who I have been just talking about taking a trip, alright, taking a trip, finding a new home and moving there. So I'm hearing, I'm seeing, yeah, there's a rock and roll and there's going to be some big time transformation, but I'm seeing that you're going to have it a little bit easier in the transformation than a lot of others. Okay, so start looking with or at your life with an attitude of gratitude, and you'll start to see that also. And for those of you who are considering the move, it looks very good. It looks very good. It looks very good. It looks very profitable. Now, coming up in November. In November, Prince of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician. So, as I have been saying, alright, things look pretty decent for you, Leo. They look a whole lot better than a lot of the other signs. Yes, you might have to take things into your own hands in order for that change and transformation. You are the magic to make things happen, being emotionally happy because you are making these decisions. These decisions that you have been working and thinking, and this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want. And you're going to be able to navigate it. I mean, Leo, there's a reason why you is the king of the jungle, and this pressure in 2016 is probably going to be pointing out exactly why. Why you are the king of the jungle. Because, yeah, you can handle it. Alrighty, December, Seven of Wands, Valor, and then you have the Two of Pentacles, the harmonious change, and then you also have the Ace of Swords. So, Leo, as I have been saying, you are going to navigate through 2016 much easier than a lot of the other signs. And you have great strength, Leo is that strength card in the tarot. So, yeah, there's going to be challenges in 2016, and as long as you understand that attitude and gratitude, you're going to be able to navigate it quite well. Alright, now if you're looking at it in a selfish manner, you're only thinking of your own pride and not the pride in general. Alright, your pride, your group of cubs. Okay, that's our pride. That's our pride and joy. Alright, it's outside of us. It's, it's not all about us. What can we do for others? Service is good for the soul. It looks like you're going to be navigating the chaos quite well. So, what service can you be of others? Okay, I see your thorn coming out of your paw. Alright, just don't go stepping and wandering through briars if you don't want another thorn in your paw. Okay? So, Leo, see you, love you, bye!